Previously from the Hood Blogger.
Oh yeah, we could do that. That's not. We can do that. This is my first choice. Oh, that's too crazy, man. We can do that. This how we pull up. And we ain't in our hood though, but we pull up in any location like this though. This how we do it. This a real light percentage too. I was out the car, realized the car wasn't stopping. Like, that shit like, that shit would start sliding, but I'm out the car. As soon as he said he's about to go to the park, I'm already over in my door. As soon as parking my door was up, I'm out of here.
Like the old post office used to be at?
Yeah,
This side.
Yup. That joint right there. That's it. I ain't gonna hold you. That was clean whip game. Listen, because it was like 100 cops after that. If you wouldn't have stopped that joint and got out, though.
No, where was
I swear on this thing, that is shit. They ran on foot.
At 7-Eleven. I swear I was wrong.
Jerk was gold. I'm talking about him. Listen, only reason I was running so fast because I saw how far he was. I was like, yeah, right, you acting crazy. You're not getting away without me. You was not getting away without me.
They kids, them young. They call themselves young guns. That's what they call themselves. Young boy named Chris and Neefy. Little Chris and Little Neefy. Like, who hard with names like that? Little Chris and Little Neefy. Young guns. A young gun, that's a 22. We got old guns, 357 years old, 45. Nigga, I know the niggas is personal. Means you're a liar. You're Dirty Dwayne. That's You're Dirty Dwayne. I know your MO. You're Dirty Dwayne. Dirty Dwayne. I know you, fat ass. Nigga, I got pictures. We got pictures of you, dog. For real. We really got pictures of you, dog, with jeans and shoes on.
Jeans and shoes.
Yeah, loafers at that. It was loafers. It was loafers at that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, why y'all niggas originally stop fucking around and shit?
Him, and he tried to lie and say it was a Rockefeller thing when it was him. Know what I'm saying? It was him. He let that shit get to him. Jay-Z offered, you know, we major figures. Know what I'm saying? They offered us $11,000, dog.
You fucking shitting me?
$11,000, dog.
Spend that much on clothes in a fucking month.
That's Bonneville. You want me to get a Bonneville?
A used one.
What do I look like? I'll rap for food? I look like I got a sign that say I'll rap for food? You know what I'm saying? He offered me all of like, no.
Anybody get a
State property versus major figures was one of the biggest beefs in Philly that changed the Philly hip-hop scene forever, to the point that Cosmic Kev refuses to play any diss tracks ever again after this took place. Now, this is just a quick rewind actually of what was going on, but I'm going to try to brief this story up and pack everything as compact as I can in this. Now, Trendsetta Shady was just on live with Gully TV, and he spoke about a lot of things, a lot of his viewpoints, and right now it's a lot of old wounds that are reopened. I can't even say that they're reopened. This stuff been going on. It just been spoken about a lot behind doors, and like I said on the previous video, Shady was addressing a lot of things from time to time, but it didn't really, hit as much of an impact as it did. But since this last little situation with Oskino, where Oskino has been calling out certain members from state property, this topic has been brought back up. So I'm just going to give you all a quick briefer on where all this stuff stemmed from.
Hey, state your name, gangster.
Come on, man. Y'all know who this is, man. Y'all can't be serious, man.
We serious, dog. We real serious. You can't stop nothing over here, huh? Get it right. We serious. You think you can stop us? Be real with yourself, dog. We men. We all know each other.
Man.
We men.
I know you ain't talking to them.
I'm talking. Hey. We put money up for hours. You got a hand mill, dog. I'm talking.
That's your boy. What's up, Rock? What you want to do, man? You all zaddied up and wiggled out, nigga. What's up?
Who?
I know you ain't rapping, man. I know y'all niggas.
No
Who you
cursing.
talking to, dog?
No,
man,
who that
whatever.
is? Beans. Ho. What? Wait. You the head of your clique. What's up?
Yo, what?
You heard me? What you mean, what?
How?
Champ, I mean,
you
chump.
weak, man.
Yeah.
Y'all can't be serious,
Hey,
man.
dog, what you mean? I hollered at you like a man. I hollered at you like a man when you wanted to squash it. Now you coming at us crooked. You know I ain't never. You know you ain't never could touch me, boy. You remember when I came down to South Philly in your hood and destroyed you in front of your team? Yeah, bang anywhere, gang. You don't say it. Listen, why ain't time to come to Gilly? Why ain't time to come to Gilly? Why ain't time to come to Gilly? You lose that gorilla mentality. Young boys out. Anytime I'm around, you ain't no gorilla killer no more. I know you, dog. Don't come at us.
Hey, yo, listen,
I know you.
Hey, listen, Gil.
You was nobody before this rap game. Nobody knew you. No hoes mess with you.
Yo, Gil.
You was nothing.
Yo, Gil, listen.
Don't play with me, boy.
I'm talking to Gilly and I'm talking to Beanie.
Don't play with me.
Listen, Gilly, slow down.
I'm a grown man. I'm not no
down.
kid. You running with kids like Mike Bivens.
All right, listen.
Trying to holler at us.
Hey, I'm talking to Gilly and Beanie. I'm talking
to me because I ain't talking.
Keep it.
Somebody
keep
sounds
talking.
like they very mad.
Keep it.
I mean, you can't.
Y'all just come at us crooked. I ain't never mad. You know, I'm always happy.
Hold on,
but y'all come at us crooked. Don't come at us crooked. Hey, listen, man. I ain't with all that, man. Holla. Holla.
You know what I got to say?
Bang anywhere, gang. That's what I got to say, champ. Holla.
Yo, I'm turning everybody mic off. Hey, yo, this is QDZ right here.
This right here was the start of something that most of us looked at as entertainment at the time when this dropped on the radio, but little did we know that this was the beginning of something more serious, much more serious to take place. And during this time, the city of Philly was so lit. We had AI on the Sixers. We had McNabb, Brian Dawkins, and all of them on the Eagles. The city was just on fire. You had state property. You had the figures. Now, this was the change of the narrative that was pushed out as far as with Philly artists, because, you know, prior to that, we had legends, but it was legends like The Roots and, you know, Will Smith and them, where as great of artists that they were, they didn't really, you know what I'm saying, they didn't really hit that level to where, given the rawness of what was going on the streets. And yes, we had others that did what they call gangster rap before that, but it didn't really hit the world and didn't really have as much of an impact than when the figures and state property hit the scene. So not too short after this, Gil ends up on South Street. This is the story that everybody heard about, with as far as him being down there with Birdman. So obviously this was around 2001, you know, and during this time, of course, it was no social media or anything, but the whole city of Philly heard about this. Back then, everything was off of, you know, word of mouth. And the story was that, you know, basically, Beans did catch, I believe, I want to say that Gil and them they probably was at Mitchell and Ness. I want to say they was at the Mitchell and Ness store. Because if y'all remember, the figures was heavy on the jerseys and stuff and all that back then. You even heard Gil speak about that. So I believe they was taking Baby down to the Mitchell and Ness store because Baby was trying to grab them jerseys that Gil and them was rocking. And while they was in there, Beans allegedly pulls up on Gil. You know, when somebody with big names, celebrities back then, when people find out that you on South Street, you know, most of the time the celebrities that's out there, they pretty much, you know, float around out South Street because there's plenty of stores, especially when they coming with out of towners. They might want to hit Ishka Bibbles or something after that, which is a cheesesteak spot for those of y'all that don't know. But you have to take this in mind that when we talking about downtown and we talking about South Street, now you're right there at South Philly. So Beans being from South Philly, if he was to find out that Gil was on South Street, bro, he can be there within a matter of minutes. You know what I mean? With a matter of minutes, bro. You could be in South Street within like 10 minutes. So Beans comes up and allegedly he knocked Gil out. He knocked Gil out on South Street. You know, rumor has it Gil was trying to get up and, you know, he got up and was, I guess, trying to get to his will or whatever. You know, you got to remember, Beans, a big guy back then, for sure. And he was putting people on their back pockets, bro. Like, Beans was a knockout artist. Gil was he's still light. Gil probably like 130 pounds, bro. It's 200 pounders that was getting knocked out by Beans back then. So a lot of people made jokes about that story, but Gil was never known. He wasn't no sucker in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You can't just sit up here and make it like, you know, like Gil was getting treated, and, you know, Gil always had heart. He just was a little guy. He couldn't take that punch. So long story short, this takes place after that.
Oh, man. I'm saying, how shit get salty though, man? Cause it seemed like you and Beans at least y'all was like good from the beginning and shit.
I'ma keep it real. I put out the Independence Day. The young boy, young Chris felt as though was something on there that he thought was toward him. So next thing you know the wrong people, nigga in this ear, nigga in that ear, nigga in this ear, and he's a nigga I watched grow up from down here. You know what I'm saying? Me and his big brother was friends. Me and his cousin best friends. You know what I'm saying? We from the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I call his mom when I see her. You know what I mean? But I tune on the radio. All these guys on here rapping filthy, talking absolutely dirty about me.
When you say all these guys, man, who?
Let me run them all down. Petey Crack, Oskino, Sparks, Freeway, Lil Chris, Lil Neef, and Beans called in and endorsed it. Yeah, young boys, that's how y'all do it. Yeah, young boys, But when I see Beans, he say he don't have nothing to do with it. And they even had the gall to put my son name in the verse. You don't involve a man family. My son ain't never spit a bar in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, when things like that...
I'm saying, so y'all niggas know each other, like, outside of this rap shit? Like, y'all was, like, from the same neighborhoods and shit?
I watched Chris grow up from a baby. Like, he's a young kid. I'm a 25, maybe 26-year-old man. I might got 9, 10 years on Chris.
Okay. So mainly the beef was young Chris. Everybody else is pretty much just stuck their nose in?
Spade was always a well-respected figure in the city of Philly. He always moved militant. And at this time, you know, we had two groups that now it's to the point where their backs are against the wall. Now they got to defend themselves as far as with their honor and integrity, you know, what they felt as though that what they had to do. Now, like I said, you know, young Chris and Spado is from Nicetown. And, you know, even though they call it Nicetown, for those of y'all that's from out of Philly, that's not from Philly, just know, you know what I'm saying, it's not a nice town.
Block, we still laid out over there. Look.
Every time I come on, gonna
Yeah, put it on YouTube. All right, you all right? They knew they
one to the gut. Do it.
This nigga to my do it.
Yes, for your man, sword don't mean shit to me. I'm on a wing of hockey. North of death.
That dirty wing of hockey.
This was just a random vlog that, you know, Beans and Young Chris was doing, and Young Chris and also Speedo Hood. That's back Winger Hocking, and you know, during that vlog, you can see it's broad daylight. Somebody got stretched out. You know, that's average activities for the city of Philly. But, you know, Nicetown is like a real tight-knit area where, you know, they all family, bro. Like Winger Hocking, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, they all connected with each other. I know for sure back then it was like that. You know, Nicetown, you know, they got, like, they pretty much wave a flag, bro. Like, if you from Nicetown, you from Nicetown, and they all tied then. Now, after that situation where the back and forth happens, this is pretty much what you know, Shady is giving a briefer of what happened during this beef that what led to, you know, his brother LA losing his life, which is a real unfortunate situation. But this is what Shady had to say.
Situation, even my brother to a certain extent. You understand what I'm saying? I always sit back and had a mental, emotional, spiritual conversations with my brother, like why you ain't be the most dominant one in that situation? Because that's what you would have told me to do, and that's what you had told me to do. Like, why didn't you be more dangerous than all of them? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if it go down like that, why didn't you be more dangerous? Like, I'm not going to question him and ask him why he did that for his friend. His friend was being threatened. See, that's what people don't know. Chris is a coward. He was standing there while Joker was flinching at him. And my brother sucker punched him. Not sucker punching like snuck him. No, I'm standing there. You keep flinching at my homie like you going to punch him. We 19-year-old boys. Young men, we 19-year-old. Them dudes like 25, 26, maybe older than that. But at the time, my brother and them, they 19 years old. You understand what I'm saying? I'm 16. I'm locked up. I don't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't even know none of this going on. But, you know, Joker flinching. My brother get into a fight. He knocked dude out, split his lip. Dude couldn't take that. They went and got a boxer to box my brother. The old heads from my block, they was pussies. They got their nuts neutered, cut off. They wouldn't let my brother fight because they were scared of a loss. But the way my mom brought us up, it's like you take the win or you take the loss. You just don't take no motherfucking shit. You feel me? So it's like, all right, they wouldn't let him fight. They niggas was cowards for real. So them dudes left with another L because they said my brother was talking shit. Man, get you bitch ass niggas out of here and all that. So them niggas left. And they went and they sat and they couldn't eat that sucker punch from a 19-year-old. So 3 people came back like 2 o'clock in the morning and murdered my brother. Chris and them, they been knowing what the fuck been going on the whole time. I've been giving them niggas pass after pass after pass. Neef, Chris, the same. Mac, the same. He talk all that shit. He was the one smacking the shit out of Gilly, amping this shit up, keeping this shit going all the way from down South Philly, not understanding that shit going on the other side of town. He keeping all this shit going. I don't got no problem with Freeway outside of the sucker shit he do by keep putting the people together after a body drop. Sparks, I love Sparks. Petey, I love Petey. Fucking just like all the rest of them niggas, they fucking cowards. And I say that, and I stand on that. I don't give a fuck about nobody, young boys, nobody. I don't give a fuck about that. The same way everybody got feelings and this, that, and third. Oh, Shady talking like this, bro. Man, we can go to jail or we can go to hell. However you want to do this, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I stay away from all of this shit because all these niggas is faggots, and they been faggots since I've been a little kid. Since I've been 16 years old, these niggas couldn't have grown men conversations, or they couldn't have grown men accountability. These niggas still sit around and suck dick so they can get sponsored by the next person.
AKA Bearded Wonder.
Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly affirm.
That I will support.
That I will support.
Obey.
Obey.
And defend.
And defend.
The Constitution.
The Constitution.
Of the United States.
Of the United States.
And the Constitution.
And the Constitution.
Of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
And the Philadelphia.
And the Philadelphia.
Home Rule Charter.
Home Rule Charter.
And that I will discharge.
And that I will discharge.
The duties of my office.
The duties of my office.
With fidelity.
With fidelity.
Here's your badge. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
To being an honorary deputy sheriff. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
You are official. And do I need to do the rules again?
No, I got them done.
Shady Black in LA, which is his brother, they from back York Street. They from 17th in York. It's just that, you know, LA was so credible that he had so much status that he was homie of, you know what I'm saying, the Young Guns. Now, to be a homie of somebody from state property at that time, and on top of having, you know, credibility in the streets, you was considered a legend, bro. If you could hang around the prop period back then, that, you know, that made it legendary period to be a young boy, to chill with them. But, you know, with me saying that, as you heard, that was Shady, you know, what he had to say about what happened, you know, from his point of view and from what he heard. At that time, this is when Shady was locked up. As you can see, the pictures I posted, this was during that bid right there where LA was coming up there to visit his little brother. And, you know, from what I heard, you know, LA was one of them, and I heard that Shady Black was one of them. And he has been chilling like the past year or so or more. He been chilling. He actually had been trying to do something where I think he, you know, was in the middle of working on the lawsuit because they had did like a project on the kids from his neighborhood and took them all out their public schools and put them in like a school and tried to do like a project on them. But, you know, it pretty much all this stuff that had resurfaced had pretty much brought Shady back out, and he's snapping. You know, God's willing, you know, nothing go left behind this, man. But y'all know I'm going to keep y'all updated, man. This SV Twiz the Hood blogger, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this.